Okay, just about 11 o'clock. Welcome. Thank you for joining this week. And this week, the topic is arm yourself with yoga and self-acceptance. So guess what body part we're going to be working on? The arms. And we're going to do some work to strengthen those guns. But more important, or equally as important, is touching the subject of self-acceptance, which does take work. And so I kind of think when we're asked to accept, it's a really good idea to ask yourself some questions. What are you being asked to accept? And when you accept something, perhaps you're rejecting something else. And so we will dive into some of that throughout the practice. And yoga is a really great practice of self-inquiry to start asking those questions. So I'm glad you're here to join today, doing a little yoga, a little arm strengthening, and a little self-inquiry into self-acceptance. But first, we'll do some housekeeping. Grab a comfortable cushion. We've got a few new folks here this week, so welcome to our yoga family. So a pillow or cushion is a really good idea. A block if you have it, if not, a box, Amazon box, stack of books, that can of tomatoes in the back of your pantry. Because we're on our knees a bit, placing a blanket or towel or something handy underneath your knees is always a good idea. And for some poses, I never know what we're going to do. But you're in good hands, so don't worry about it. You might want to have a strap or a belt handy. We do have fun here, can't all be that serious. And then always have some tissues, blow your nose, the breath. If there's anything we get across in yoga, or you take away from yoga, it's breathe. Be aware of your breath, just breathe. And with a unobstructed nasal passages, so blow your nose. And this week's shout out, mentioning family and our wonderful yoga family. I think, half of you guys are related, or, 6 degrees of separation. In the spirit of family, I give a hearty shout out to my brother Jimmy, who is near and dear to my heart. And so Jimmy, we're glad you're well. He was in the hospital a little bit, and I'm just so glad, Jimmy, you're home and under the able care of your beautiful wife, Maria, who is a yogi in so many ways. And Jimmy, once you get out of the bed, get onto the mat. It's time you picked up yoga. All right, that's a sister and brother thing. All right, folks. So let's start that self-inquiry. Coming to a comfortable seated pose, pulling the flesh behind, allowing your sits bones to slide forward, enabling a straight spine. Let's begin to roll the shoulders in any direction and then reverse that direction. Just begin that self-inquiry into feeling your shoulders. And I invite you with a straight spine extending through the crown of your head. Too bad you don't have a little whale spout here, but pulling straight up, allowing your waist down to sink down, opposite directions, extend up, root down, find a straight spine with your hands either facing down to feel grounded, or palms facing upwards, perhaps in a gesture of receiving whatever comes into your practice today. And now I invite you to close your eyes and let's begin that traveling within, beginning that journey of self-inquiry. With your lips together, begin to deeply inhale, feeling your belly fill up, rib cage and lungs, everything rising as it fills up. And then exhale as you contract your belly now, forcing the air out, letting go of what no longer is needed. Find that smooth, slow rhythm of the breath. And it's here when the mind begins to slow down. Begin to notice. Just notice perhaps your belly rising, your rib cage and lungs expanding, your spine straight, or the sides of your feet pressing down into the earth. Notice and get curious. Get curious into what it is within you that feels. Get to know yourself. With your lips pursed together, your slight closure of the back of your throat, begin to find the Ujjayi breath, the audible, ocean-sounding breath. It's somewhat dramatic, but hear it. Hear your breath. When you can hear your breath, your mind automatically slows down. It's hard to have that list going on when you're listening to your breath. And here, just maybe witness your thoughts as they try to push in to this quiet breath. Can you ask them to just stand aside? That you will attend. It's hard to ignore, but to say, I'll get to you. And focusing on where you are right now. And maybe affirming that you're here right now. And you are okay. Do 2 more Ujjayi breaths. And now I invite you to open your eyes and either using your block or books or your fingertips, come to the side, placing your left hand out to the side. On your inhale, breath and movement, bring your right arm up, pressing into your left palm. Press into your palm so that you find a slight twist. Reach up and over, pressing your knees closer to the ground. Really feel this. Try to maintain that self-inquiry, feeling where you are, being curious how you're feeling. No judgment though, just be there to notice. So pressing into your left palm, 1 more inhale as you reach out through your right fingertips. On your next exhale, floating down your right fingertips as you inhale, reach up with your left arm now. Pressing into your right palm as you now slightly turn, reach up Where your eyes go, your body follows. So look up, reach up, out through your left fingertips, pressing your knees down, opposite direction. We warm up slowly so as to allow the body to not feel threatened. You know, when we do feel threatened, everything tightens. You know, it's that fight or flight. And so what we want to do is just slowly allow the body to open. On your next exhale, floating your left fingertips down. Inhale, right hand comes over left knee, left arm behind. Inhale, extend up through your crown of your head. On the exhale, twist, gazing over your left shoulder. Each inhale has you pressing into your left fingertips as you extend up. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, ride your right arm down as your left arm comes over. Maybe you'll feel an adjustment. Ooh, I just did. So inhale, extend up through the crown of your head. On your exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. It's really important to those micro movements. Really feel the lower part of your body pressing down as the upper part is extending up. One more, inhale, extend. Exhale, gazing over right shoulder. On your next inhale, extend up. On your exhale, crisscross, right arm to grab a hold of left knee. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, pull your knees down, pressing your chin into your chest, opening the back side of your body, really pulling down, rolling as though you were going to roll into a ball. If I came from behind you, I could push you and you would roll right over down the hill. And forever would you roll. So you want to be as small as you can here, pulling your knees down, breathing, allowing the back side of your body, sending all that prana, that energy into the openings you're creating in your spine. Take a deep inhale here. On your next exhale, bring your arms up and back, sliding your knees forward, taking your head, not dropping it all the way back, but inhale, opening your chest, allowing your knees, if you want, come up onto your knees or remain on your cushion, it doesn't matter. You just want to open now the front side of your body by opening your chest. Inhale and exhale here. Take one more inhale, and on your exhale, come forward. Let's take the cushion away, bringing your feet to the outside of your mat, to the edges rather, of your mat. Hands either in the same direction as your toes or back, whatever feels good to you. I like them in the same direction. Again, rolling shoulders up, down, and back, pressing into both palms. Shoulders remain forward like two headlights. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, dropping your knees over to the left. Inhale, engage your belly. Exhale to the right. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Inhale brings you to the center and dropping over. Next time we drop over to the left, swing your right arm. Nice breath and movement. Move with your breath. Exhale, left arm over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale. Breath and movement. Motion is lotion, so we're really working at our joints. Next time we come over, pop onto your left knee, left arm, and now really like you were stretching after a nice long nap. Fingertips to toes, really extend here. Breathe. One more inhale, deep inhale. On your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale has you popping on to the right side. Left arm, left toes, fingertips. Right palm is under right shoulder, stacking shoulder and wrist, bone on bone. Really feel the extension, sending the breath. One more deep inhale. On your next exhale, coming back to center. Okay, let's roll on now to our, oh, you know what? Forget that. We have one more I wanted to do. And this is going to start to work out our arms. So with your hands, your toes and fingertips in the same direction. Feet hip width distance, arms right outside your side hips. So shoulders on top of wrists. On your next inhale, pop up into a reverse table. We're just gonna hold this here for a moment, and then we're gonna come back down. For those who are new, this may be where you go. On your next exhale, come down. We're gonna do 3 more though in a row and scoot through the back. So on your next inhale, pop up. Exhale, keeping your bum off the mat. Maybe point your toes, use your core. Inhale. Exhale, come through. Point your toes. Inhale. We're gonna do one more. Exhale. You never know what you're gonna get in this class. Last one. Inhale, pop up. Exhale. And now sit down. Flex your toes. Here, shoulders up, back and down. Have that nice straight spine. On your next exhale, hinge at the waist. So we're not rounding. You don't want your shoulders coming first. You want to come forward, hinging at the hips. Begin to walk. This may be a good time to grab a hold of your strap or your belt. Grab a hold of your ankles. And let's just stretch out the back side of the legs. If you're able, grab a hold of your peace fingers, grab a hold of your yogi toes, or if you want, bring your hands over your padas, over your padas. So in Pada Hasta. So with your elbows bent, wherever you are, maybe you're here, wherever you are, bend your elbows. And now with a flat back, hinge forward. Breathe. And when you get to your edge, and only you know where that is, then allow gravity and bow forward. Take 5 long Ujjayi breaths here. Really sink in. We've warmed up the body. Now allow gravity to stretch out. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, don't round coming up, flat back coming up, and then begin to walk your hands back. Draw your knees in, bend over to the side, and come on to all fours. Palms under shoulders, knees under hips, tops of your feet pressing into the mat. On your next inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop, butt goes out, belly drops, gaze up. Exhale, round spine, chin, chest. Really touch your tailbone. Do 3 more on your own, moving slowly with your breath. And when you've completed, come to a neutral spine. Engage your core here. Make sure that you're really supporting. On your next inhale, extend left arm, right leg, one straight line, gaze. Point your toes, really extend out as though you were touching the back wall and the front wall, opposite direction. So here might be a new word for some of you. It's a dristi. It's a point of focus. Find that speck on the floor, on the carpet, wherever you are, and just pour your attention into it. Breathe into that one point of focus. Find your concentration there. On your next exhale, palm and knee come to the mat. Take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, extend right arm, left leg, opposite direction, like someone was playing tug of war. And both sides felt equally as though they were winning. And you're really trying to extend out each inhale. I mean, imagine you're just growing slightly, centimeter by centimeter, a little taller by extending out. On your next exhale, palm and knee to the mat. And now we do our warm-up, the part you've all been waiting for. Okay, so inhale, left arm, right leg, inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, hold it. Turn your palm, flex your foot out to the side. Inhale, back to center. Breathe. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, engage your core. Exhale, out to the side. We have two more. Inhale to center. Exhale, ride your breath. Inhale to center. Exhale, out to the side. We gotta go to the front one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Take 2 neutral breaths. See, I am generous. All righty. Right arm, left leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Turn your palm, flex your foot out to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, really work your core. Pull your belly into where your spine is. I've lost count, so we'll start again. No, I'm only kidding. Okay. Exhale out to the side. We have 2 more. Inhale to center. Exhale out to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale out to the side. Last center, and now exhale. Palm and knee to the mat. Take 2 neutral breaths here. Okay. On your next inhale, let's sweep up. Left arm comes up, reach up. Exhale, dive. Left arm down, left ear, shoulder to the mat. Roll over and feel the nice stretch on the left side of your body. If it's in your practice, extend your right leg out. Inhale, as right arm comes up, maybe grabs a hold of left thigh. Wherever you are, breathe and feel the nice stretch in your left shoulder. 1 more breath here. On your next exhale, right palm comes down, left to meet right, and take a neutral breath here. On your next inhale, sweeping breath and movement. Right arm comes all the way up, pressing into left palm, stacking arms. Exhale, dive, right arm, right ear. Roll on slightly onto your right knee to feel your hip and your side. A nice stretch. Remember, we're curious. Everything we feel, we send our witness self. Extending your left leg out, if it's in your practice, bringing left arm up and over, open your shoulder and breathe. On your next exhale, pressing left palm, right meets left, and breathe. On your next inhale, rolling onto your toes and pressing up in to downward dog. Here in downward dog, begin to bend your knees one way versus the other, maybe on a nice slight diagonal. Here is where I introduce flubber your lips. Really allow your
jaw, you know, we hold a lot of tension in our jaw. Maybe that's where lockjaw comes from. I don't even know what that means really, but you know, there's this tension. So really flubber your lips, get silly, and release all the tension. No tension in your neck. Shake your head yes and no. Press back. And now I invite you to come up onto your tippy toes. Press into your palm so your backside is as high as it can be. Really drop your head and breathe. So you're an upside down V. On your next inhale, release your heels closer to the mat. On your next inhale, step your left and then your right with your feet hip width distance. You can place 2 fists, and that generally is hip width distance. And now just begin to grab a hold of your elbows and walk your elbows, allowing once again, still flubbering your lips. See, none of you can see that, so, but just really loosen up. You know, we want to let go of tension. My word, we really hold on to enough of it, right? Okay, so letting go of your hands, coming into Raggedy Ann, because we're really going to work these guys, so you might as well really relax them. On your next inhale, placing both hands on your hips, begin to slowly come up to stand. And so now here, I'm going to just adjust this because we're going to do some standing poses now. Okay, so how's everyone doing? With your feet firmly on the mat, you can't see my toes. Let me just adjust this just a little bit. Maybe you can then. Okay, that's good. So heels touching, knees touching, feet firmly. Raise all 5 toes, all 10 toes up off the mat so that you'll feel all 4 corners of your feet on the mat. And once you've got that, release your toes. And now I'm going to ask you to come up onto your toes. Really high up onto your toes. Find balance. If you fall out, get back in. You know, this is yoga, folks, because you're breathing, you're focusing, you're aware of your body. On your next exhale, bring your heels back onto the mat. On your next inhale, with your inhale, ride your arms and your breath up. Interlace your fingers, biceps alongside your ears. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, bend over to the left. Once again, swinging your left hip slightly forward, gazing up, feeling the tremendous stretch on the right side of your body. Each exhale has you coming a little bit further down. And we don't move as fast in this class. We like to hold poses and really feel them. And I invite you to take that inquiry. Feel what you're feeling. I'm so glad you're not in the same room as me, so I can't see your faces. One more inhale and exhale, because I'm sure it'd be like, when are you going to get us out of this pose? One more exhale brings you a little further down. Using your core, pull your kneecaps up. On your next inhale, come back to center. Feel that. Keeping your kneecaps pulled up, your thighs engaged on the inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt down to the right side. Maybe you feel a difference from one side of your body. I'm certainly tighter on this side of the body. Keeping your kneecaps pulled up, all 4 corners of your feet, pressing into the mat, gazing up, reaching out through your fingertips. Each exhale has you a little further down. Belly's engaged. Breathe. Feel what you're feeling. Even if your mind is
saying, I don't want to be doing this anymore. Recognize that. Know that we're not going to stay here forever. One more inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come back to center. On your next exhale, drop your head all the way back. Engage your thighs, pulling your kneecaps up. On your next inhale, reach up with your arm. Now pressing your thighs forward. You don't want to just sink back. You want to go up and over like you were reaching over a huge beach ball, but you're pressing your thighs forward. Each exhale has you coming a little bit further down. Sips of air. Keep your eyes open. Breathe. One more inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come up, and then exhale with your hands still together. Bend forward all the way down. And then inhale to a flat back. So if I wanted, I could put a tray on your back. Your kneecaps are pulled up, your thighs are engaged, you're like lampposts. Exhale, down. One more time, come up. Inhale, come up, exhale. On your next inhale, left knee comes back, right knee up front, top of your left foot pressing into the mat. And now let's just extend forward. On your next inhale, bring your arms out to the side. I think you'll be able to see this a little better. We're going to hold this pose. So we're stretching out the front side of the body, arms out to the side. Let's begin to circle the arms. In a frontward, it doesn't matter. We're going to hold this for a little bit and breathe. Extending through the crown of your head. Fingers all together, palms together, thumbs out onto the side. But really feel your arms pointing out. On your next exhale, turn your palms down, and now let's reverse. And really feel this. I know you can probably feel it in your left psoas, in the front side, left hip, but begin to feel it in your arms. On your next exhale, raise your arms up, interlace your fingers, reach up, one more. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, hands come out, and now bend back. Bring your head to your shin or to your knee, wherever you are. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move back. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, back. On your next forward, roll over your left toe, bring your left knee up. Bring your right knee to the outside of your shoulder. Your hands are on opposite sides. Sorry, you can't see my mat, but better to listen anyway. And now pressing in, just bring your leg back slowly. So now we're in plank pose. Shoulders, palms under shoulders, hold it. Kneecaps are pulled up, thighs engaged, core is engaged. Your arms, this is where we're working our arms. Holding it here and breathe. Just, once again, it was like getting onto your tippy toes. If you breathe and you stand there, that's yoga. We don't have to be putting ourselves into a pretzel. It's body awareness, sending the breath, being the witness of your thoughts. That's all yoga. Okay, so now I'm not going to move my hands. So bring your elbows into the side of your body, drop your knees, and bring your chest and your chin, butt up in the air, belly down. You can't see, but sorry guys. So just press up. And now what we're doing is we're working the lower back. So pressing in and breathe here. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, press back into child's pose. Dropping your forehead,
Take 4 breaths here in child's pose. On your next inhale, come on up. Press into down dog here. Shake your head yes and no. On your next inhale, bring your left foot up in the front. I'm going to come back so you can see. Left foot comes up in front. Top of your left foot pressing into the mat. And now begin to sink down. Shoulders up, back, and down here. Let's bring the arms out to the side again. And now bend your wrists so that we had our fingers pointed before, shoulders up, back, and down. But now our wrists are bent, fingertips are facing the ceiling. And now begin to circle in whatever direction you want, because when we turn, we're going to go in the opposite. So just keep a note of that. So now you want to leave a palm print on the side walls. Really feel the movement in your arms and notice the difference. And all we did was move our wrists. One more inhale and exhale here. And on your next exhale, let's now turn the palms down as though now your fingertips are facing. Don't make a fist, leave it so that you're not tense. Your fingertips are facing in, and now reverse in whatever direction. Extending out, shoulders away from your ears. You don't want to be up here. You know, we do so much with our phones and computers, and you know, these sort of exercises are, you know, really, you know, good to bring attention to. And I know you're feeling it probably in your right front side, your psoas, your hip flexor, but these are really good. This is a good stretch when we sit a lot, because we shorten those muscles when we're driving or at a desk. 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, bring your arms up, reach up, biceps alongside your ear. On your next exhale, release your hands, and now bring your head down, touching your shin or your knee. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. On your next inhale, come onto your backside, roll your toes over, palms alongside, opposite side of your left foot. Bring your knee out to the left, come onto your right toes, and bring as smooth as you can your left foot coming back into plank. And here we're gonna now really work out the arms. So we're gonna do, let's shoot for 5. You do as many or as little, or just stay here. Okay, and we're gonna switch elbows. Inhale, left elbow, right elbow, left palm, right palm, right elbow, left elbow, right palm, left palm, left elbow, right palm, left palm, right elbow, right palm, left palm. Who's counting? Left elbow. I think we got one more after this. Okay, last one. Okay. Woo! Exhale into down dog. Breathe here in down dog. That was a good workout for the arms and the core. One more breath here. On your next inhale, raise your left leg up, pressing into your palms, bringing your right heel. On your next inhale, stack your hips, bend your knee, gaze under your shoulder, really open your hip. Breathe. On your next exhale, bring your left foot up in between your hands,
And now inhale, coming up to high crescent lunge. Coming up here into high crescent lunge. On your next exhale, bring your arms behind. I should have stayed where I was. Okay. So now, bring your arms. Now you may find grabbing a hold of your, what are those called? It's not your calf. It's not your shin. Your forearm. Grab a hold of your forearm if you can't grab a hold, or your elbows. If you can, interlace your hands and pull open your shoulders and breathe. So we're going to hold this pose for a little bit. Sink down. You're extending out through your right heel. Your knee, you can still see your toes. Your knee is almost parallel on your right leg. Your shoulders, you're reaching up. One more. Inhale, and now exhale. Bow back, opening your heart. On your next inhale, release. Arms come up, biceps alongside your ears. Breathe. On your next exhale, bring both hands down and hop your right foot in a wee bit. With your fingertips, this may be where you need a block or your books. But here, with your right leg straight and your left knee, begin to straighten it as best you can. And now, extending out to the crown of your head, begin to bend forward and come into that nice forward fold. And hold it here for just a moment and breathe. Get your bearings. I'm going to ask you to bring your hands in front of your left foot. And now come on. Find your balance here. Maybe this is where you make sure you keep your blocks always close by. But here, bend forward and come into a standing split. Raising your right leg as high as you can. If you want to really challenge your balance, grab a hold of your left ankle or your shin and then pull yourself down and breathe. On your next exhale, we haven't done this in a while, tuck your right knee behind and come into a seated twist. And breathe, taking your right hand over your left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, look up and pull your knee in, feeling the nice stretch on the left side of your body. And breathe. On your next exhale, bringing your hands over and just unwinding, and wherever you are, you may be off your mat now, come to a, I'm just gonna pull this down just a wee bit. Come down to a straddle. Here, a wide angle with your legs. And let's place our hips so that draw your kneecaps up and your toes, a little bit curved in, pointed. But, knee sensitivity is a funny thing. So you may need your knees pointed, your feet pointed out. But that's going to be your call. Make sure that you have comfortability with your knees, but pull your kneecaps, pull your thighs, feel your thighs engaged, bringing your hands to your hips, and now hinging at the hips as you bow forward. On your next exhale, placing your right arm in the center, and then inhale, twisting, raising your left arm up. On your next exhale, floating your left hand down into the center as you inhale, right arm comes up. On your next exhale, bringing your right arm down and walk both hands, taking your right hand, and maybe you can just grab a hold of your ankle. Wherever you are,
If you can, grab a hold of the outside with your right fingertips to your left outside of your foot, pressing your hand on top of your foot, and now twisting up. Extend through the crown of your head and breathe. We've warmed up, we've twisted. Your body is ready for this. On your next exhale, cartwheeling your left hand down and walk your hands, taking your left hand to the outside of your right foot, maybe grabbing a hold or your ankle, wherever you are, pressing your palm down, really get a good grip on it, and then inhale, twist up, and kind of shifting at the hips so that you're really coming up. Extend through the crown of your head, reach up, and breathe. On your next exhale, coming back to center, and now just pivot your feet, because now we're going to do our high crescent lunge on this side. So here, coming into high crescent lunge on this side, inhale, bring your arms out, and let's just keep them out and back, and just holding your hands or your arms, keeping them away from your shoulders. Keep your wrists, let's place our palms facing up, and now to the back of the room, to the ceiling, to the back. It's a nice, we say motion is lotion for the joints. This is like WD-40. So for your shoulder, for that nice ball and socket in your shoulder. How often do you focus on the ball and socket of your shoulder? I don't. Maybe you do. But it's nice to really isolate muscles. So I know we're feeling this in the left leg. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. On your next inhale, bring your arms up, interlace your fingers, extend up. On your next exhale, come forward, hopping your left foot forward, straightening your right. Extend through the crown of your head first before you hinge forward. Forehead to knee. Really feel that, hands above, and begin to allow gravity to do its magic. On your next inhale, bringing your hands in front, pressing into your right foot as you raise your right leg up. Allowing your palms to offer that support, bringing your head closer to your shin. If it's in your practice and you want to challenge yourself, take a hold of the ankle of your right foot and challenge your balance and breathe, pulling your chest closer to your leg. On your next exhale, tucking your left knee behind as you come in to a seated twist with your right knee over your left. Take your left arm, grab a hold of your right knee, right arm behind. Inhale, extend, pulling in, feeling that beautiful stretch in your gluteus maximus. That's such a great word for a muscle, isn't it? Breathe. On your next exhale, gazing over your left shoulder. On your next exhale, releasing your hands and once again coming back into that straddle, and bring your feet a little bit, just heel toe them to the outside of your mat and come down into a squat. And here, placing your
Hands on your thighs. Your shoulders are up, back, and down. I'm gonna see if I can get nice and low. Okay, arms out into cactus. Pull them back. This is our peak pose. We're gonna be in Shavasana before you know it, folks. Breathe, really sink down, feel it. You're stronger than you think. Diane von Furstenberg says, you're always with yourself, so you might as well enjoy the company. Isn't that great? She's got great dresses too. I really like her dresses. I'm really trying to distract her, as you can tell. Okay, one more. Inhale, exhale. Oh, and bring your head down. Shake your head, flubber your lips. Making sure you're not holding on to any tension, any bad thoughts about your teacher. Okay. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your hips and come on up to a stand. We're going to do one nice flow into a seat. So heels and toes touching, knees touching. Inhale. Exhale, bow all the way down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, left foot comes up. Actually, come on back. Come into plank. Exhale, all the way down to the floor. I've had you guys work. And it's 10 to 12. Okay, roll onto your back. I thought I had more time. Boy, are you guys lucky or what? Okay, so roll onto your backs. And you know, I'm a little warm here. We kind of did a nice little workout. Okay, hands on your knees. Let's rock and roll. Nice massage to the spine. Okay, when you get up, we're always got to work on the core. Core is so important in yoga, especially if you want to grow with yoga. So, shoulders up, back, and down, always keeping your shoulders away. For a lot of us, this may be where you are, but your core, you could knock on it and they'd say, I forget it. Anyhow, it's very strong, your core, solid, like a block, right? So you can stay here. You can pull your hands behind, but make sure that your shoulders aren't creeping up. So you want to keep your shoulders down, extend through the crown of your head. And now, if you want to take it to the full version, let's straighten the legs, bring your arms out to the side, 5 breaths. Nice deep ujjayi breaths. That's 1, 2, 3. Can you do an ujjayi breath? Check it out. Be curious. See how you're feeling. Last inhale and exhale here. Make it a good one. Draw your knees in. Very slowly roll back. Bring your legs up. Bring your hands behind and just kind of drop your legs over, taking your hands to the lower part of your back, coming into a shoulder. Here, you can watch your body. Here's where we get to really notice. Feel your tummy expanding when you inhale. Breathe. It's really nice if you've had a long walk or to always have this inversion, because this is when the lactic acids kind of drain out. Not quite sure what that all means, but that's what I've been told. Okay, on your next exhale, allow your feet to come over your head and your arms come down, palms facing onto the mat. And maybe flex your feet and really keep your back of your head
Your chin is tucked, and breathe. It's a lovely pose. I don't know why it's so nice, but it really is. It feels great. Okay, one more deep inhale and exhale. Now taking an inhale, bring your legs up, and on the exhale, begin pushing in your palms very slowly to roll out. All the way down, drawing in your left knee. Take your left knee, one last nice easy twist, dropping it over to the right side. Left arm comes out, gazing down your left arm. Breathe. On your next inhale, come on up to center. Exhale as your left leg comes down, right knee comes in, right arm comes out to the side. Drop your right knee. More important to keep your shoulders on the mat than it is to drop your knee to the ground. Just a nice easy twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your arms in. You did it. Okay, folks, come into Shavasana. That nice, comfortable, seated pose. You did really well today. If you couldn't tell, I was winging it a little bit. Allow each exhale to bring you deeper into where you are. Find your breath, travel with your breath. We started with the breath. We end with the breath, always. Focusing on this beautiful life force that enables everything to happen. Breathe and be.
begin to wiggle your toes and continue that self-inquiry. Feel those ever so tiny movements. Be curious about your body. Notice the movements, the feel of your feet in grass on sand, how your belly rises and falls. And affirm yourself. I am here. I am good. I am well. Anne Quinlan says, the thing that is really hard and really amazing is giving up on being perfect and becoming and beginning the work of becoming your beautiful self. So giving up on being perfect and beginning the work of becoming your beautiful self. So make your way to a comfortable seated position, and we will end our time together as we started. Rooting down in the sits bones, spine nice and straight, extending through the crown of the head. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, hands together in prayer as you come down into heart center, riding your breath. The divine in me bows with such joy and gratitude to the divine in each of you for allowing me, trusting me to guide you through this sacred practice. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. God bless. Stay well. Be yourself, your beautiful self. And I will see you next week. All right.